Hi there, Lou. 18-year-old defendant Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty on all 5 counts, including first-degree intentional homicide, use of a dangerous weapon. It was a unanimous verdict that jurors reached on the 4th day of deliberations.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Rittenhouse was on trial for fatally shooting 2 men and wounding a 3rd person during demonstrations for Jacob Blake last August. Blake is a black man who was left paralyzed after a police shooting in an unrelated case. Jurors, they deliberated for about 25 hours, and as that verdict was being read, Rittenhouse was overcome with emotions. His mother was also visibly emotional in the courtroom. Rittenhouse's legal team, they built their case on a self-defense theory that Rittenhouse did not provoke these attacks. Prosecutors made competing arguments against that, saying there was no threat. They even described Rittenhouse as an active shooter who was intent on unleashing violence that night. Legal experts weighed in on this verdict.
I really believe there were 3 game changers in this case. The first one was Rittenhouse taking the stand. I mean, that was unprecedented. The young man was very poised. He was very calm and measured. He humanized himself, and he connected with the jury. And most important, he talked about what was in his mind at the time that he shot these 3 individuals. And I think that was very influential in the jury's decision.
Now, this unanimous verdict means that prosecutors cannot file an appeal, so this is the end of the state's prosecution against him. Rittenhouse's lead defense attorney, Mark Richards, spoke to reporters after the verdict. He slammed the prosecution's portrayal of his client.
He wants to get on with his life. He has a huge sense of relief for what the jury did to him today. They referred to him, and I talked about it, as an active shooter. Anybody can look up the definition of an active shooter from the FBI, law enforcement. He didn't meet it, but the way that those words are so charged, that's what they used. They wanted to paint him as that.
Now, we also heard from prosecutor Thomas Binger. He said in a statement that his legal team is grateful to the members of the jury for their diligent and thoughtful deliberations. He urged the community to express their feelings about the verdict in a civil and peaceful manner. We'll send it back to you in the studio.